First, we thought we were going to get the GTX 1180. That stuck for a while. After debunking the video that NVIDIA released before their event, we guessed ray tracing and RTX 2080. Then we got the 2080 Ti, 2080, 2070 Ti, and the 2070. Some people thought that we might be seeing a budget RTX card, and that happened, the 2060. Some thought it might be over there, settling for a $500 RTX card, but no. Some iPhone folks out there thought that NVIDIA might be releasing a non-RTX version of their cards. What could that be named? The GTX 1160, 1170, 1180, maybe even the GTX 2080. No, we got the 1660. Whose idea was this? Let's count here. 1080, 1180. Oh hey, 1180. Why didn't they just call it that instead of the 1660? Oh, and there's no Founders Edition. Let's start off with the worst part, and then move on to the bad. Okay, so it's called the GTX 1660. I don't know why, but that's what it is. Actually, on second thought, NVIDIA did say the performance was closer to the 2060 than the 1080. So, maybe they wanted the name to reflect that. On to the bad news. There is no Founders Edition. That's right, NVIDIA is too lazy to make their own version of the card, so they let the manufacturers do the work. Even on their product page, there are pictures of the manufacturer cards and none of theirs. Oh wait, they don't have one. Okay, now some good news. Finally, the card only costs $260, varying by 10, 20, 30, or 40 for some manufacturers. Now, because of the prices, you may think the performance sucks, but you'd be surprised to find out that it actually doesn't. The card scored at anywhere from 15K to 18K in the Fire Strike benchmarks. NVIDIA also claimed that it rivaled the 2070, and they seem to be right, beating it in most tests. Now, let's go over some of the features of this card and see how I can get that much performance for the low price. Let's start off with the first feature of this card, the Turing shaders. Turing shaders, in NVIDIA's words, featuring concurrent execution of floating point integer operations, adaptive shading technology, and the new unified memory architecture with twice the cache of its predecessor. Turing shaders enable awesome performance increases on today's games, get even bigger performance boosts in modern games that take the advantage of Turing's advanced graphics features. Now, let's talk about the next big feature, and one that I am really excited about, the RTX mode. Yes, in GeForce Experience, you can hit a button that enables a version of ray tracing. This feature will become available on all GTX cards with the graphics update for your GPU. No, of course I'm only joking. These cards don't have ray tracing, but they will have increased support for OBS, so you can broadcast like a pro and get amazing performance and image quality while live streaming to Twitch, YouTube, or whatever else you want to live stream to. NVIDIA said the 1660 Ti's dedicated hardware encoder delivered 15% improved efficiency over prior generation graphics cards, and is optimized for open broadcasting software, or otherwise known as OBS. Now, on to the last feature of this card, and one that had been around for quite a long time. That is, of course, NVIDIA Ansel. NVIDIA explains this as a powerful photo mode that lets you take professional-grade photographs of your games like never before. You can capture and share the most brilliant gaming experiences with super resolution, 360-degree HDR stereo photographs. Last but not least, let's talk about the specs of this monster. Let's start off with the basics. It has 1,536 CUDA cores, no gigaarrays, a boost clock of 1,770, and a base clock of 1,500. It has 6 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory at the speed of 6,000, and it has a memory bandwidth of 288 gigabytes per second. Let's see what the card supports. Ray tracing? No. GeForce Experience? Yes. NVIDIA Ansel? Yes. NVIDIA Highlights? Yes. G-Sync? Of course yes. Game-ready drivers? Yes. DirectX 12? Yes. Vulkan API? Yes. OpenGL 4 and 5? Yes. DisplayPort 1.4 and HDMI 2.0B? Yes. NVIDIA GPU Boost and VR-ready games. This can support multi-monitor setups and has an output of up to 8K at 120 Hz. The display connectors DisplayPort 1.4, HDMI 2.0B, and DVI-D. The maximum GPU temperature in degrees Celsius is 95. The graphics card power is 120 watts. The recommended system power is 250, and the supplementary power connector is an 8-pin. Here are some of the other precautions that NVIDIA provided. 4K 12-bit HDR at 144 Hz, or 8K 12-bit HDR at 60 Hz, over one DisplayPort 1.4 connector with the DSC. DisplayPort 1.4a ready, DSC 1.12 ready. Recommendation is made based on PC configuration with an Intel i7 3.2 GHz processor. Pre-built system may require less power depending on the system configuration. In preparation for the emerging Virtual Link standard, Turing GPUs have implemented hardware support according to the Virtual Link Advanced Overview. Now, the verdict. If you have a 1080, don't buy the card. If you have a 1070 or below and don't want to spend the money to get the new fancy RTX 2080 or 2070, get the 2060. Lastly, if you have any of the new RTX cards, don't get the 1660. The 1660 will be great for any medium to heavy gaming sessions, and you will get at or above 60 FPS on any AAA game that you can play. I personally believe that this card is the best on the market for you, and you should not be mad buying it for yourself or for somebody as a gift. As always, if you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and if you really enjoyed, please make sure to share the video with a friend.